calm is all I want. The pieces surrounding is cool to me, but comfort ain't good, it's fooling me. I see what the zone can do to me. There's something that's missing, there's something that's different. I ain't on a mission that's new to me. There's nothing my peers can do with me, but this is the thing that ruined me. I got FOMO, I've been low, so nobody knows what the hell I mean.
What's up, y'all? It's your man Willdris here, MTMV Sports, the main card. You ain't gonna lie, I did not go into Night of Champions with the highest of expectations based off how booking has been lately, but this was a really good PLE. I mean, it started out good. Cody and Randy have amazing chemistry in the ring. I love the story that they were telling. It was interesting to see Randy begin to slowly go back to crash out Randy, which I kind of hope he does. He's been so close to title 17. I think him going at Cody at least until SummerSlam is probably a possibility. I like the story that they're telling. I definitely want to see one of the greats kind of close out the last chapter of his career on a high note. I would love to see Randy get that next championship, man. I think he deserves at least one more run for everything he's given. But Cody's speech was a little telling. I'm starting to see the whole thing about them talking about him turning heel soon. It kind of feels like that may possibly happen. Just kind of some of the things that we're seeing back and forth. I feel like we're in for a swerve by the time SummerSlam comes around. Rhea versus Raquel was really, really good, actually. I love to see them go back and forth. I like the fact that they're trying to push Raquel back up to the top of the chain. I know before everything happened with her health, she was actually there, and her and Rhea are really, really good in the ring. Roxanne coming in, chef's kiss. I think that's going to create even more dissension between Raquel and Liv when she ends up coming back, just because I feel like by the time she comes back, Roxanne and Raquel are going to be like best of friends. Now going into Sammy versus Karrion Kross, that was a great match. Now I'm going to say this. I'm one of the people, I know for sure, it's overdue for Sammy to have his world title run. I actually thought with the story they've been telling over the last couple weeks with Sammy that we were going to see him just get through insurmountable things and we were going to see him be king of the ring. Because if I'm being honest, and y'all don't go at me on this, Cody didn't need to be king of the ring. King of the ring to me is something that elevates someone from one step into that main event area. And based off this, I understand the story that they're telling, but I just didn't think that Cody needed that. I felt like maybe Sammy, even if you wanted to give it to Jay or someone else, but I really thought that Sammy was the perfect person here because Sammy dethroning Gunther would have been great, because we all know Goldberg is not beating that man at Saturday night main event. That's his retirement match for a purpose, and we already know what's going to happen. Listen, I'm still mad that Triple H took the title off Jay just to do that, but we're not going to get into all that. But Sammy is excellent in the ring. I love Sammy. Sammy's one of my favorites. I definitely want to see him get that mega push that he deserves to get. Every time he gets there, it seems like they pull it back. Going into Solo versus Jacob, man, amazing storytelling. Glad we're finally getting that new addition that I have been talking about for the last couple weeks. Excited to see what's going to happen there. I want to see what's going to happen with Jacob moving forward, because Jacob is such a lone wolf that it's like, yeah, you got Jimmy, but at some point I want to see Jimmy fight for his own title and be his own man, because I just feel like they kind of just always pushing Jimmy to the side. But is this going to be the place where we actually see Zilla Fatu come through? Is there other members going on? Because the bloodline is like the baby's kids, man. They don't die, they multiply. But shout out to Solo, man, for getting his first main card championship. I loved him in NXT as the NXT North American champion, and I thought he was great there. I felt like to a certain point they were kind of making Solo almost just a laughing stock. Even as entertaining as he was, man, he's still a beast. Now when we get to Jade versus Asuka, I found with a lot of people that this was like their least favorite match. I just think people just don't like Jade. I don't know why. I think Jade is great. She, shout out to her for wearing that Storm outfit. Marvel, I know y'all see it. Go ahead and give her a call. Shorty can act. But we all knew that this was Jay's time. Jay was going to win over Asuka. Asuka is always amazing in the ring. And we got another match down that everyone has been asking for. I didn't like the crowd's reaction to Jade winning afterwards. I just thought it was a little weird, but maybe that's just me just overthinking it. And then finally, the main event. I'm going to be honest, yo. And I've stated this a couple times through my posts and on the main card. I have not been a fan of John Cena's heel run, but this was it. Him and CM Punk in the ring, it's like magic each and every time. Was I disappointed that CM Punk didn't win? Of course not. Y'all know how I feel about Seth. Seth is one of my favorites. But Big Dog, how you got a whole faction coming to the ring, destroying everybody, and we still don't have a name for the faction? So we just going to call them Seth and Company every time they come down. At some point, brother, you got to give it to us. Now, I heard it's supposed to be like the Oracle, but I could be wrong. That could be something that the dirt sheets are just saying. But I love this interaction. This kind of almost was reminiscent of when Cody won the WrestleMania title and how won the WrestleMania championship and how everyone came down. Like, it just seemed like each time we were seeing something else was happening. I love that. I want to see more of that. I'm kind of hoping that this actually ends up pushing for like a multi-man world championship match at WWE world title match at SummerSlam. Like, yeah, we can get Cody and Cena, but let's get Cody and Cena and Seth and CM Punk in one ring. And if you want to, go ahead and add Roman in there while you're at it, man. I love those multi-person matches because it makes it fun with the lead-ups, and there's a lot of excitement there. And that's literally, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the next major PLE outside of Evolution that's scheduled to happen. But overall, I thought Night of Champions met the mark and even pushed it over the top. Tell me what y'all think about the stories that we got to see at PLE, and what's going to happen as we leave it. I do think one thing I'll say: if it's called Night of Champions, why are the tag team championships not put on there? Why are there not more titles on there? It was only 2 titles, so maybe it was a night of like former champions. They should call it. I don't know. But y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Will, MTMV Sports. I'm out.